Many of you have played with the Microbit music blocks, and you've automatically put in little songs on start. You know that there's several you can choose from. I'll pick The Entertainer, one of my favorites. And you know that you can play it on a simulator. Doesn't sound that great, but you can hear the melody. This week you will be using the Microbit speaker, and it should make the sound much better for you. Besides using the speaker for better sound quality, you're going to play with the microbit coding to make music, but you're not going to use the music blocks that are kind of pre-made for you. Instead, you are going to use the music, you're going to create the music by setting the hertz, the pitch, and the volume by going to pins. Now, before I show you that, here we go. It's under advanced. So oftentimes advanced is not shown. You click on advanced, and then you will go here to pins. And of course, these blocks are under pins more. You will scroll to the bottom of the blocks, and you will find several pins that seem to refer to pitch and volume for sound. So we're going to start by setting the sound volume that we want. So this will control the sound wave so that it's either loud or soft. Now 0 is about as soft as you can get. So we're going to go ahead and set the pitch to something louder like 110. That's a nice middle volume. So you can either slide. Oh, look at this. 255 is the highest volume number. That should seem familiar to you. We don't want it that loud. Let's set it down to about 129. That's great. Then you are going to go into pins, and you are going to go to more pins. And now what you're going to do is once you have your speaker wired, you need to tell the microbit which pin you wired it to. So that is this block right here. And we're telling the microbit, hey, I set the pitch, which is the pitch, the sound that's going to come out of the speaker. I set that to pin 1. Now the microbit knows where to send the information about the sound so the speaker can actually play the sound. Okay, in your 8.1 document, you were asked to identify this tune. Can you name this tune in one note? Believe it or not, this is coding for a note. Could you name it if it says 262 hertz for 600 milliseconds? Could you name it in 2 notes? Maybe you're good and you can. Maybe you need the entire code, and then you'll be able to actually hear the sound and be able to name the tune. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to program the microbit to play this tune so that you can actually identify it. Again, go to pins, go to more, and now we are going to start setting the pitch and the timing for that pitch. Like how long do we want that note to play? So for that, you are going to need this block right here. Analog pitch, I want to play this hertz or this frequency of sound for this long. We don't want to do it on start because we want to have a little bit more control. So let's go ahead and input, and let's say on button A, when I press button A, I want you to play a pitch that is 262 hertz, and I want you to play it for 600 milliseconds of time. Okay, see if you can name the tune in one note. Anybody got it? Let's try the second note. If you didn't know how to do this nice little handy trick, you can, since we're just going to add more and more notes, you can just click the block, double click, or use 2 fingers on Mac, and then duplicate. So that was 262 for 600 milliseconds, and we're going to do that again. Why? Because it said to do that 2 times. Okay. Any guesses? Maybe some of you were able to get it in 2 notes. If not, let's keep going. So 262 hertz for 400 milliseconds. So a little bit shorter, but the same frequency. So 262 hertz for 400 milliseconds. Here we go. Okay, it's the same note. Different amount of time, but the same note. So maybe we could go to the 4th note. Ooh, we're going to take it up to 294 hertz, and we're only going to let it play for 200 milliseconds. So now we have a little bit more information. And if it's at 262 hertz, and now we're taking it to 294 hertz, any guesses as to how that will change the sound? And again, we're only going to play it for 200. So 262, this is a higher number, so you should expect a higher sound, a higher pitched sound. Try it. I bet you're starting to figure it out now. So what you need to do is I've given you the coding for the rest of the blocks to get this tune started. After you've coded the blocks according to my directions, to my frequency hertz values and my timing, then you should be able to finish the song by adding more blocks. For those of you who like a challenge and you have really good tone and really good pitch, you can just keep adding blocks, change the hertz, change the tempo, change the timing of the note, and do this by ear. Ooh, that didn't sound right. For those of you that maybe need a little more help, you can always go into music and get a little help from the keyboard. So here we go. Here's the keyboard. Look at this. Middle C is 262 hertz. Move this over a little bit. 262. I'm going to do that 3 times. 294. Let's see, where's that? Nope. Right next door. So 1. Ooh, that sounded good. So I need to change this to 330. And then you keep going and you change the tune. Row, row, row your boat. Okay, have fun.